It was supposed to be just a dinner. A formal event, another business obligation tied to this marriage neither of them asked for. Jungkook wore a crisp black suit and a bored expression, keeping his wine untouched. But then she arrived. Min Yerin, a family friend of the Kims, fashion house heiress, and worst of all, someone who looked at Taehyung like she already owned him. And Taehyung let her sit beside him. Worse, he smiled. Jungkook clenched his jaw. "I didn't know you were married, Taehyung," she said sweetly, eyes flicking to Jungkook like he was a side note. "Recently," Taehyung replied smoothly. "Arranged." "Unexpected, unfortunate," she purred. Jungkook felt the wine glass tighten under his fingers. He looked away, bit his tongue. But when her hand touched Taehyung's arm, something snapped. "Do your guests always flirt with married men?" Jungkook asked coolly, voice low but sharp. Yerin blinked, stunned for a second. "Excuse me," I said. Jungkook leaned forward, eyes burning into hers. "I don't like repeating myself." Silence. Taehyung turned his head slowly, brows raised. "Jian Jungkook," but Jungkook stood up. "I'm done here." He walked out, heartbeat pounding, palms sweaty. He wasn't sure what just happened. He just knew it hurt. He found Jungkook on the rooftop terrace 20 minutes later. Leaning against the rail, wind in his hair, jaw clenched. "Jealousy doesn't suit you," Taehyung said gently. Jungkook didn't turn around. "Neither does flirtation when your husband is right there." A pause. Then Taehyung walked over and stood beside him. "She's not important. You didn't stop her," Jungkook whispered, bitter. "You let her touch you." "I didn't know I needed permission." "You don't," Jungkook snapped, finally looking at him, eyes glassy. "But maybe I wanted you to care. Just once." The air thickened. A quiet confession neither of them was ready for. Taehyung reached out slowly, brushing Jungkook's wrist. "I do care," he said. "Too much, maybe." Jungkook's breath hitched. Then, Taehyung's hand moved to cup his cheek, thumb brushing the skin softly. "I'm not good at this," he admitted. "And I'm not easy to love," Jungkook whispered back. Their eyes met. No kiss. No promises. Just two broken boys standing in the quiet, finally facing the weight of what was becoming real. He didn't plan to fall asleep in Taehyung's bed. He had just come in to talk. Just a few minutes. Just to ask if that moment on the rooftop meant something. But Taehyung had been lying there, shirt slightly undone, soft lamplight painting his collarbone in gold. And his voice had been gentle. Too gentle. "Stay," Taehyung had said, like it wasn't a big deal. "Just sleep here tonight. The bed's huge. We don't have to touch." But they did. Not like that, not yet. Just a shoulder brushing. A knee grazing against the other. The way Jungkook turned in the middle of the night and found Taehyung already looking at him. "You're not sleeping," Jungkook whispered. "Neither are you," Taehyung whispered back. The silence between them wasn't uncomfortable anymore. It pulsed with heat. With questions. With the ache of everything they hadn't said. Then, quietly, "Did you mean it?" Jungkook asked. "When you said you care," Taehyung exhaled slowly. "Yeah. More than I should." He didn't expect Jungkook to fall asleep so close. Chest pressed lightly against Taehyung's arm. Breathing soft and warm against his neck. His fingers unconsciously curled around Taehyung's shirt in the middle of the night, like he was afraid he'd wake up alone. Taehyung stared at the ceiling. This wasn't supposed to happen. He wasn't supposed to feel this. But the boy beside him, furious, vulnerable, loyal to a fault, was getting under his skin. He reached over, brushing a strand of hair from Jungkook's forehead. Watched the way his lips parted slightly in sleep. Taehyung had kissed 100 people before. But suddenly, he didn't want anyone's mouth but Jungkook's. They woke up tangled. Jungkook blinked, dazed, then panicked. Sorry. I didn't mean to. Taehyung caught his wrist. It's fine. Jungkook's face flushed a deep red. I should go. You don't have to. Taehyung looked him dead in the eyes. Unless you want to. Jungkook stared at him. And for once, he didn't have a sarcastic comeback. Didn't pull away. Didn't run. Instead, he nodded, slowly. And stayed. He stood at the edge of the balcony, wind brushing his hair back, staring at the city he once wanted to escape from. Marriage wasn't supposed to be like this. It was supposed to be cold, contractual, and suffocating. But now, every time Taehyung touched him, he felt warmth. Every time Taehyung looked at him, he felt seen. And every time he turned away, he missed him. He heard the door slide open behind him. You're quiet, Taehyung said, stepping closer. That's dangerous, Jungkook chuckled, eyes still on the skyline. I'm thinking about whether I should keep fighting what's already happening. Taehyung stood beside him, expression unreadable. I didn't think I'd want this, Jungkook whispered. But now, the thought of not waking up beside you, of not hearing your stupid voice in the morning, of feeling your hand on my back in public, it makes me feel. He trailed off. Taehyung didn't make him finish. Instead, he stepped forward, gently tilted Jungkook's chin up, and murmured, You make me feel too much too. Then, he kissed him. Soft, slow, and full of things they never had the courage to say. Jungkook melted into it like he'd been waiting his whole life. His hands gripped Taehyung's shirt, his heart pounding as if trying to catch up with everything he'd denied for so long. When they finally broke apart, breathless and flushed, Taehyung whispered, This wasn't just a first meeting. Jungkook smiled through the emotion pooling in his eyes. No. It was the beginning of everything. Their apartment was warmer now. A second toothbrush. 2 mugs in the sink. A framed wedding photo that used to feel fake, but now, it felt real. Jungkook was curled up on the couch, book in hand, when Taehyung walked in and dropped a kiss to the top of his head. Hey, husband, Jungkook smiled. Hey yourself, and just like that. The boy who once wanted to run, stayed. And the man who once built walls, let someone in.